EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stockton, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Broncos entering play looking for win number 4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games,
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
To throw on 3rd down. Stockton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the points are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
On 2nd down, Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Najee Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Motion man right, that's Pierce. To throw on 2nd down. Stockton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to throw. Stockton. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Go.
Now it's Herbert. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 33. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Harris. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to
There he goes, left side. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready,
looking to throw. Stockton. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Williams brings it in. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Justin Herbert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and 11 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, this is Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stockton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stockton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Stockton. What a reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chargers.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Harris has it over the middle. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They hand this off to Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Go.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. Dances by at the 20. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
There we go.
And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Off play action. Stockton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Stockton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Stockton. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Simple drag route here. Lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, Stockton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. This is Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Complete to Marvin Mims. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Operating from the gun. Stockton flushed out right. Now bottled up. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, happier than.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job.